Better shut up or I'll come out there after you. I swear to God, I'll kill every one of you.
Ricky, would you shut up? Go to sleep. Ricky, what are you shooting at?
Squirrels and dogs.
Ricky, Ricky!
Welcome back to another video. The video you have all been waiting for. Well, not really you haven't, but here it is anyways. Trailer Park Boys is an insanely stupid show, yet it is also very intelligent and big brain, so after watching all 12 seasons of the show, it is my duty to inform you on geographical and political matters such as the size of Randy's gut, the exact location of any Sam Squanches in your area, and the true intelligence of Corey and Trevor. If you haven't seen this show, this video I guess has some spoilers, but I'm really just referencing the show as a whole while quoting specific episodes, so it doesn't really matter, whatever, I don't know. Anyways, another problem that I need to address is that on this channel I try and keep it family friendly for the most part, so you can imagine the difficulties referencing a show where literally every sentence an F-bomb or some other dirty word is dropped. Not to mention, the content of the show itself is not the most enlightening, to say the least.
Smokey! What the Jesus Christ!
I have not watched any other Trailer Park Boys media, such as the various movies, the animated show, or the Out of the Park seasons. I have just watched the 12 original seasons, which I would say is more than enough to make a video, considering all of the brain cells I lost already from the show. Trailer Park Boys really is a genius show in that the writers are able to create the most absurd, craziest, stupidest scenarios that anyone could ever think of, and it's funny. It's very funny. There are so many memorable scenes or episodes, and so many memorable and epic characters, such as Ricky, Julian, and Bubbles, as well as Randy, Mr. Leahy, J-Rock, Corey and Trevor, and many, many, many more. I will personally never hear the name Randy ever again without thinking of this Randy. I mean, it's impossible. This is quite literally the only show that can make you so used to seeing a man with the shirt off that the one time he actually wears a shirt you feel uncomfortable. And can we talk about Phil Collins for a second here?
Bam! Peanut butter and jam!
Only making a limited appearance on the show, Philadelphia Collins was a character who was originally introduced for a scene where if you looked at his gut, impending doom fell upon you.
You looking at my gut?
No.
Yes, you were.
Well, I just took a little peek.
I saw you.
So
What are you looking at my gut for?
Phil Collins continued appearing later on, transcending space and time, and one of his gimmicks was selling trout and mackerel in a parking lot, which is comedic.
What are you doing here, man? This is my parking lot. I sell mackerel and blueberries. Hey, Bubbles, Julian, how you guys doing? Selling stolen meat, eh? Want to buy some trout?
I mean, just look at this. Here, he has a bunch of fish tied to a hockey stick. Tell me that is not hilarious. And because this man consumes lots of fish, like trout and mackerel, he burps radioactive fish gases into the air, threatening the safety and lives of others. Anyways, back on track here. Trailer Park Boys is split into two eras. Seasons 1 through 7 were made from 2001 to 2007, and seasons 8 through 12 were made from 2014 to 2018. So, as most people agree, I'm pretty sure, the earlier seasons were much more enjoyable due to their low budget and formality of it all, not to mention they were just better in general. Earlier seasons caught a charm that the newer seasons could not capture. Plus, the newer seasons lost some of the original characters, such as Trevor, Ray, and eventually Lucy and J-Rock. They made up for it with new characters like Colonel Leslie, MC Flurry, and Donna, or Don, whoever they are. These new characters were good, but just not the same. The newer seasons weren't terrible. Season 8 was actually pretty good, but there remained a few memorable moments in the newer seasons, such as Taco the parrot getting mulched in a giant refrigerator fan. But mostly the newer seasons weren't as good. In other words, Corey and Jacob are good, but will never be the same as Corey and Trevor. Anyways, there are so many epic moments that stand out in my mind that it's hard to condense everything into a video. A moment that perfectly captures the madness of the show is in this scene with Ricky in his kitchen in episode 4.
Basically, you put half an ounce of weed into a tray of brownies and make twice as much money as just selling plain weed. And tray almost ready here now. Oh, I lost this gun like 3 years ago. Holy, you little. What are you thinking? Julian, it's Ricky. Get over here, man. We got a major situation. Ah!
This perfect little scene of chaos is perfect and is explored in the show in some of the best episodes. Unfiltered moments of chaos that are memorable and unforgettable. Well, most of the chaos, to be fair, is caused by Ricky, one of the dumbest characters ever put to screen. There are various gimmicks which are repeated, such as the rite of passage that every kid in the trailer park must go through, which is, of course, joining the ever-changing gang of bottle kids. There are also other things, like jugs of urine that are scattered everywhere, and also the fact that they never go to a real hospital when they have an injury, they just go to Sam Velasco, who is also actually a caveman. From Bible people visiting the park and scamming everyone.
Have you read the Bible?
Maybe I have, maybe I haven't. What's it to you?
Can you read, my son?
Well, that depends. Can you go yourself?
Or feeding a literal cougar named Steve French weed fajitas and acting like it's a pet. And these are some of the more tame examples. I can go on and on. Mistake after mistake, stupidity after stupidity, committing lots of crimes. It's chaos, and that's what makes Trailer Park Boys such an enjoyable show to watch. Just when you think these people have learned for once, you think Mr. Leahy is finally off the liquor, you think something is going right for the characters for once. Well, guess what? It doesn't stay that way for long at all. Speaking of Mr. Leahy, John Dunsworth's performance as a trunk trailer park supervisor is one of the best. He's really phenomenal in the show.
Julian!
He will be missed. Anyways, the show is written so well because these characters are so stupid and get themselves into crazy scenarios that nobody would ever get themselves into. Corey and Trevor especially are hilarious. That's just about all I have to say about the show. I muchly enjoyed watching it and I highly recommend it.